dramatic tides here in Maine can change by more than 10 feet between high and low tide, so the coastline will look very dramatically different every 12 hours. You'll see some of these rocky outcroppings out in the bay that disappear at high tide. Sometimes on a warm summer day, you'll see some harbor seals sunning themselves out there. They make a distinctive barking noise that earns them the nickname sea dogs. For our local minor league baseball team, you see my hat here, the Portland Sea Dogs, that's their name now. Minor league affiliate, the Boston Red Sox, just trying to keep the Sox fans. Get to see a lot of up-and-coming players make their way from Portland. Recently, Bogarts, Betts, and Benintendi. None of them were still with the team, sadly, but I got one championship out of it. Off to the right is Eastern Prom Park. This big park hats off the east end of the city. It was designed by the Olmsted brothers, famous landscape architects who have designing some of America's most famous public parks, including Central Park in New York City and Yosemite National Park. And this obelisk at the intersection honors some of the names that Portland's gone by throughout its history. The area was originally known as Mashagon. It's the Abenaki word for great neck, describing the peninsula. The town later went by the name of Falmouth, back when Maine was part of the state of Massachusetts. And then into Portland for quite some time since then. The easiest way to step foot on the Casco Bay Island, unless you brought your boat with you on vacation this week. Because it's connected to land by this causeway, so you can drive right out there and explore it. Probably 10-minute drive. Much of the island is a state park, so you can pay a small fee, park right over here, do a nice little beach walk along the perimeter. The island was given to the state of Maine by former Governor Percival Baxter under two conditions. The first condition is that the houses for the deaf. You still have the Baxter's State School for the deaf in the center of the island. The second condition is for the strangers who went to the governor was happy out for becomes Peggy 2, Danny 3, Charlie 5. You're too attached, I guess. We're not saying this is where Stephen King got the inspiration for his book Pet Cemetery, but it is true that the main authors take a lot of inspiration from the state. A lot of his work based on real Maine places and fake places that are very similar to Maine places. Vampire novel, spoiler alert, I guess, Salem's Lot. Almost certainly talking about the nearby town of Cumberland, little farming community that was Lovejoy Hills. Back coast right behind us, the big tidal cove. It's a nice sight to behold, and it's not too useful as far as outdoor recreation goes, because that big tide dimension. It's a big butterfly. The peninsula itself is about 3 miles east to west, 1 mile top to bottom. Like I said, a lot of that port area, all man-made, built in. Same goes for that Bayside neighborhood where the breweries are, reclaimed from the sea, basically right down there. Portland itself has a population of around 80,000, but the greater Portland region is around 250,000 people. It means that roughly 1 out of 6 Mainers lives within 20 minutes where you are right now. Of course, the top third of the state largely uninhabited, especially the western top third with the Appalachian Mountains in between. It's really wild up there. In fact, I don't bother giving all the time names. They just go by naming convention where it's T number, R number, T3, R9, T4, R6. A lot of those areas owned by logging companies, land trusts, things like that.